walk outside and everyone's dead. The village is destroyed.
Walk outside and it's the Clock Town from not Clock Town, Castle Town from Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that kind of was the thing. Very ominous indeed. You don't say! Meteors raining from the sky. Must just be an all day in an RPG.
Time to go to the gold saucer.
Except we can't go to the gold saucer because our game's about war and is serious.
Oh, piss off.
Yeah. Gotta pad out that content. Because if you have to eject padding into your game, that shows like you didn't have enough game. Yeah, I know I was only going to pull the but like you're supposed to be like a researcher or whatever. Of course you have to like fill out the Pokédex. My problem isn't the filling out the Pokédex. It's that you get to a point where doing one of everything is not enough. If you could just like, if getting the like a Pokédex complete for something was just get at least one of like everything it did, I would be fine. But the fact that you start to get to a point where that's not enough and you actually do start needing to fill in just like 2 or 3 extra levels on some things, that's when I feel it's padding. Because while it would have been dumb to have the moments of like, go do one of like everything, at least at that point you know what you would have to do. But then it's like, after that, go get this one to like level 3 to truly complete this thing's like a Pokédex entry because you don't get enough points for one of everything. That's why the tasks that have the like little red arrows, those are tasks that are worth more survey points.
I think that's how that works. So long, dum-dums.
Oh, I actually get to move. It's one of those moments.
You have to slowly and dramatically walk out of the village because everyone thinks you're causing the time rifts.
Oh, to be...
Oh, whoa there, Geo, dude.
Even when you get close, it's still kind of slow.
I know, damn it.
Also, now to be fair, it's like, we literally did fall out of that portal in the sky.
Yes.
So you don't entirely, blame them for thinking we caused this, and remember, we have the other thing of because of how primitive it is, these like people are terrified of Bidoof.
Yes.
I love that concept in this game that like Bidoof and Bibarel are actually seen as a menace because they're beavers, and so they will literally just go through a village eating all the houses.
They just chew on like the trees and stuff they were harvesting to turn into like
I said that like because they're beavers, so
yeah.
They can like literally just chew through like the foundation of a house. The other funny thing, I don't remember what culture it was. I think that actually has like some basis in a real world culture where there was a similar thing where it was some like I think it was some like tropical or culture or whatever was a similar. They hated beavers for the same reason.
Because the beavers can be a nuisance, but you guys are stupid.
Like every old society, they're stupid and racist. It's a nice and good game, but can I get a save?
In a minute.
I also want to, you know, like, load everything up on all the, like, grit levels and shit I have. That is, like, the one thing, that's funny, because
yes.
she revoked the license.
Yes. Well, he did. But one woman is...
Okay, game, that's a charming detail. Yeah, grit dust, grit panel. Damn it. Leave it. Just while attacking speed, I'll prioritize first for them because those, you know, are the important stats.
Yes.
And then just give one in. Oh damn! I didn't mean physical. Shit. I meant defense there. Fuck. Actually, just I guess leave them all alone for now. And HP. Speed, because it's actually kind of gauge rooms of speed. Other HP.
See you dum-dums later.
Gonna go, like, fight God or whatever.
Gonna become a mountain hermit while your village burns. Bye.
Oh, that's why.
Because that's what this part is. You just have to be cynical and watch as the village catches fire.
And yes, I know flying. I was about to say I know flying is probably faster, but
Go, 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 go. Oh yeah, Japanese cowboy.
because Japan loves those like really large cowboy hats for some reason.
You're all horrible.
We did literally fall from the sky.
Yes, but it's like, you fell from the sky and the rift got bigger, so the rift getting bigger is your fault. It is just by stupid association, which kind of makes sense, but it's just that contrived misunderstanding part of the anime art.
You're going to make me run around everywhere, aren't you, game?
To slowly get the people you helped to kind of realize that you did defeat the Guardian.
Yes, but this goes back to sort of what I was saying of this is padding. Like, this is big padding, especially due to this game's lack of fast travel. That's another thing, because I know someone would complain about it, because we've talked about the lack of fast travel and shit. Isn't there, like, a side quest to set up a bunch of, like, camps and...
In a bunch of areas, if you set up a base camp, you can actually get more fast travel points. We just... Me and you both just never set up a bunch of those. That is our bad.
You say our bad, but I seem to remember the, like, resources it takes for that starts to get stupid.
No,
so...
you just generally go to the location and just defeat a couple of Pokemon, usually.
I'm trying to find out. I remember people saying that quest, like, later on gets kind of dumb. Since, like, when I was doing it, we were doing it, it apparently would have, like, yeah, started to become kind of stupid. It's also one of those small things that, you know, bothers me if it's, like, you're forcing the player to, like, do this side quest to get this, like, convenience feature.
You guys are gonna be dumb. I'm just gonna sit my ass down and watch you all die.
Grr. So what, did looking at Shinx give us the confidence we need? What was the point of that? No, seriously, what was the point of that?
What do you mean, what was the point of that?
We literally, we walk off, we look at Shinx, we smile. I guess looking at Shinx gave us the confidence to move.
Because of you know, how long it had been between recordings and just the little cute narrative thing there. They, like, most of the people in this time period just fear Pokemon. And everyone was attacking you and blaming you for the problems. So a couple of wild Pokemon...
Yeah, but the wild Pokemon you also used to demonstrate this as a cat, and we all know cats are fickle motherfuckers.
We have cats. We have cats in their sleep.
It's like I turned around to see what the hell they were doing.
They got in here and went to bed. Took up the bed, as cats do. Slowly but surely.
Why did you just have, you know, the table and everything set up here? Especially because, you know, it's very, like, Western styled, like, tea and everything, so... No, they have talked about, like, Galar and other regions, so I guess it's inferring that she might... Because, like... That's another funny thing, not just the tea, it's like her, you know, dress is also very, like, Western style,
Yeah.
so I guess they're implying that she is from, like, Galar or whatever.
And what she just said.
What?
Just, like, her whole, like, the Pokemon, like, they keep referring to a god named Sinnoh, which is clearly a, like, you know, ancient thing for Arceus or Arceus, wherever there's like 20 different pronunciations. And her talking about, like, a war thing where she said that she believes the god lives beyond the rift. And unlike, you know, all the other shivering people in this time period, she knows a lot more than somebody should.
Though... Oh yeah, it's also interesting with the clear, like, Western influence and shit, so... If she was going to be connected to anyone from, like, Sword and Shield, who would it be? Because I can't think of anyone immediately. The most I can think of is maybe Opal, but that's about it.
Oh, I completely forgot that was part of this game.
What?
She said go to the lakes and find the truth, basically.
Oh.
Gotta go meet the lake guardian.
I guess you could say we have to reach out for the truth. Ah? Ah? That's a good RPG.
Damn it, you son. Oh, Christ. Carson is
Okay, good.
cynical old man.
Like a good RPG with a few asterisks here and there. There's some fucking clunk with the early game of Persona 4. Plus we have, you know, even the, like, good Persona games 4 and 5. It's like, yeah, you need a guide for social links. If you say you don't, you're lying.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, what is your opinion on this part of the story? Most people consider this part of the story to be the most stupid and controversial part. Even people that somewhat defended the story effectively hate this part of the story. And normally, if somebody was somewhat enjoying the story, this is generally when they consider the story to be hot garbage. And I do understand that opinion, simply because this part of the game is overall pretty stupid and contrived, and the story does basically exist in a weird scenario that simply forces somewhat artificial and cheap tension instead of basically building up tension naturally. They decided to create a convoluted scenario in which the main character is effectively kicked out of the village and blamed for everything going on, and this weird tension in the story generally comes out of nowhere. And I feel like if you were going to do this type of story, you should have made the game basically constantly make it look like the main character is the reason that everything is going crazy. And all they would have needed to do to make this plot point make sense from a narrative perspective is change the story to acknowledge that after the main character fell out of the sky, that everything started going a bit crazy, and you could have made a point that a few people thought the main character was evil. And then the major change that you would need to make the story make way more sense is basically point out, after you become a Survey Corps member, that the Guardian Pokemon of the region, so I'm talking about the noble Pokemon that you fight as bosses, are seen as the protectors of the areas they reside in. So the story could have pointed out that the people in the region make food offerings for the noble Pokemon, hoping that the noble Pokemon will be able to purify and protect the region. So then, when the main character goes to see the noble Pokemon as part of a Survey Corps mission, you would then have the noble Pokemon go crazy and the boss fight starts. This would have actually made the part of the story that we are at now make way more sense, because then the noble Pokemon going crazy would always happen whenever the main character got near the noble Pokemon. You could have then tied this plot point into some extra lore where they believe that someone with evil intent would use a trick like this to basically get the plates so that they could use the plates for evil and bring about disaster. And this would align heavily with everyone's belief system that these Guardian Pokemon were basically forced to become crazy so that the main character could save them and get the plates. This would make the main character look like someone that is evil, that used an act of good as a tactic to be deceitful. And if they went down that road, this would actually make the story way better, because then it would be harder to prove your innocence, because everywhere you went, the noble Pokemon would go crazy, and as the game continued and anomalies started becoming more frequent, that would basically make a very interesting argument against the main character, even if we know it's not true, versus what the game does, where they try to pull this same argument, but this same argument doesn't have as much logic in the game as it's currently written, simply because the game basically points out that a lot of these anomalies had started a bit before the main character showed up. And while the game does say, oh, after you showed up, they got worse, that is far less of a compelling argument than everything going absolutely crazy wherever the main character went, especially given the beliefs of the people in this region, where these noble Pokemon are seen as guardians and protectors. So having a main character get near them and having the Guardians go crazy would look like you were doing that on purpose, even if that is not at all the case. But you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shield for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.